Hello, you ancient soul. I'm here for another reading for you today. This is going to be for all zodiac signs, all of you ancient souls out there. So just feel free to take in a deep breath, connect with that inner source of yours so you can know what parts of this reading may resonate with you. Now, as always, the reading is still general and timeless. But if you would like a personal reading, a one-on-one personal session with me, Akashic Records for past life healing, anything else, you can go to 144bluerosetemple.com or you can email me. All the information's in the box below. And just thank you for your love. Thank you for being here today. If my energy or my readings resonate with you, feel free to subscribe. Go click on that notification bell and go like that like button so the rest of the soul tribe can find us and so I can connect more with your energy in the readings. All right, take a deep breath and connect with your inner source. This is going to be a reading from the Galactic Light Council. The powers within you over here. Look at that. Inner temple, powers within you. The Holy Grail. Stop the endless searching. Inner quest. I'm going to get some more cards before I start channeling for that one. Why do we have the Holy Grail? Why do we have the Holy Grail here? Elmora. Why do we have the Holy Grail and Elmora? Elmora as an ascended master can resonate with you. Expand your consciousness. Why the Holy Grail, stop the endless searching, inner quest, Elmora, and expand your consciousness. I love this journey. I love this journey. Sacred journey over here. All right. We have introversion, seeker, self-knowledge. There's a balance. There is a balance of teacher to student, and then when the teacher disappears, the student is ready. Those are the words that I'm hearing. When the teacher disappears, the student is ready. Now, for some of you, there's some sort of recognition of your own power. The number 6 can also resonate with you. There's a recognition of your own power, right? How that looks like, feels like, is expressed through you. And my clairvoyance is, one of them is just very, very visual. Sometimes it's hard to describe what I'm seeing, but I'm actually seeing like almost like a rush of images. And I'm seeing like people like go on social media, this, that, like tuning into other people's lives. Tune out and tune in, right? The owl. I'll try to be quiet for the next time it goes to woo, woo, woo. And maybe for some of you, maybe spirituality can be woo, woo, woo to you, right? Your journey is your journey, collective. And what's also coming through is the words, you are the temple. Expand your consciousness, Elmora. Wear a cloak of protection and love. The universe is with you. There's a balance of the student and the teacher. And what I'm seeing over here, ancient soul, right, is like there's some sort of not a plateau, but there's some sort of like inner quest, inner knowing over here. And again, I just see the images of like a rush by where it's like the phone and this and that. And it feels like it's just a visual of society. Right? In society, we're always going and going and going. There's instant gratification. We talk about spiritual community. Everyone's tuning into their own, we talk about spirituality while everyone's on their phone scrolling at everyone else's spiritual journey. What I see you doing over here, ancient soul, is like kind of tuning out of collective consciousness in the world, but not necessarily of it. And what I do see you is like, maybe for some of you, you went on some sort of retreat, maybe even a vision quest where you just tune everything out, even if it's symbolically a vision quest, tuning everything out and just tuning into spirit. And that is where your truth resides, in the silence, when there's nothing and no one that's speaking other than source, other than the whispers of your soul. So let's see what this is. Now, for some of you, I'm seeing perhaps a vision quest. Again, this could be symbolically of the soul. For others of you, you may have like had time to yourself. Why do we have expand your consciousness, El Mora, the Holy Grail, stop the endless searching, inner quest, sacred journey, a sudden shift? Why do we have El Mora, expand your consciousness, the Holy Grail? Someone has something to tell you. Now, for some of you, you actually may be doing some sort of retreat, vision quest. You may be taking some time just in nature to yourself. This could also just be symbolically you choosing to take more time to yourself. We do have karmic debt paid. There's some sort of karmic debt paid. Someone has something to tell you. Okay, now we do have Isis over here too as I split the deck alignment. 4. Why do we have I have something to tell you here? I'm going to tell you what was coming through in my mind's eye as I was pulling the cards. I have something to tell you. And what came through was something that you said actually ended up happening. Like you were right about something. High Priestess. I have something to tell you. And in that moment, I heard you were right about something. And then we got the High Priestess card, all right? So collective, you were right about something over here, all right? Now, why do we have expand your consciousness, the Holy Grail, El Mora, sacred journey? Why do we have expand your consciousness, the Holy Grail, El Mora, and sacred journey? Now, why the Two of Cups here for the Holy Grail, expand your consciousness? Why Star card with the Two of Cups? Why the Four of Swords over here? Why the Queen of Cups over here? Why the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups? Why the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups? When the teacher disappears, the student is ready. You've been through a lot, it feels like, when it comes to maybe even seeking, like your spiritual journey just in general. We do have the Hierophant over here. Why the Hierophant and the Two of Cups over here? I see you going through a lot on your journey. I see you kind of almost taking the Fool's journey. I see a whole bunch of people. We have a Queen of Wands. We have a Hierophant, a Star card, Three of Cups, friendship. Why the Three of Cups and the Four of Swords here? Your journey is your journey. And this feels like a reading of a culmination of events for you, where you come to some sort of realization. And honestly, this reading is coming up because you're ready. Teachers have disappeared. You're just ready. The Fool card, the Three of Cups, and the Four of Swords over here. I see that you've met teachers. I see you've met spiritual communities, soul tribe, friends, this, that. You've been through so many different people. Kind of like the Lover's card and the Fool's journey. And what that leads you to do over here is completely your own thing. It's like you've come across all of these people and all of these things and this and that. And you end up doing your own thing completely. They always say, it's not just a tarot reading. No matter who you meet, a coach, a mentor, a doctor in the hospital, like it doesn't matter who you meet, always take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You could meet the why is this guru that everyone's waiting in line for. You take what resonates and you always leave what doesn't. People can reflect things back to you. Nobody has the say all. Absolutely nobody. I don't care who it is. I don't care 50 years of being a guru. Nobody. The journey is always just you and Source. And we have these beautiful divine mirrors and reflectors and teachers and students and all of these things. Why Eight of Coins with the Eight of Cups over here? You are ready. Look at that, the Sun card. So you walk away from all of these people and all of these things, but you're so happy. All right, you have positivity, freedom, fun, success, optimism, energy, joy, truth, openness, it says. Okay, your path ultimately is not going to be exactly like that person, right? Or exactly like that person. For example, Blue Rose Temple, like it is an actual cosmic lineage. It has nothing to do with religion or anything. Blue Rose has to do with the cosmic blue ray of light, which is not tied to any culture, any religion. Where was I going with that? It's not tied to any culture, any religion. Oh, for example, there's many other rose priestesses all over the world. Doesn't mean that every rose priestess or every rose high priest sees things, experiences things the same. Everyone has a very unique soul blueprint and signature. And the way that you express yourself regarding maybe your spiritual gifts, love, right? The way that you speak, the way that you, whatever, dance, right? This, that, the way that you teach is going to be different than someone else. And we need that. We need a bunch of, I'm getting like the Arcturians now, where the Arcturians, like, they're never questioning. I actually can't wait for the takeover of the Arcturians. 1111 as I say that. Because the Arcturians, I would say they're one of the starseeds that's the most similar to us humans, to this realm, where Arcturians are also unique. They all look different. They all have like unique soul signatures and blueprints and even gifts. But the Arcturians aren't sitting there just like, oh, they're doing that. They're doing that. They look like this. They sound like this while they're saying this. The Arcturians aren't doing that. The Arcturians are just connected at the heart space and just working together, understanding that each and every person plays a very divine role, when it comes to our ascension, because that's really why we're here, And so I see you going just through a culmination of events, exploration of spirituality, etc., finding your path, paving your path, remembering who you are here. And I do see you just doing your own complete thing and being so happy as you do so. All right, now, why do we have the Sun card over here? Like I said, there's a balance of teacher-student. Wheel of Fortune over here. I'm also not going to just say that it's like, nope, you don't need anyone at all whatsoever. You can do all good by yourself in that cave until you reincarnate. No, that's still imbalanced. We have the gift of other people to reflect consciousness, right? All those different things, parts of ourselves, etc. And we are all students and teachers. And so there's going to be a moment that you're taught. There's going to be a moment that you're the student. There's going to be a moment that you're the teacher. And once you find that like balance, right? If not finding it through YouTube Tarot, through TikTok, through all these people, this or that, we are going to need these people. We're going to work with these people. We're going to be in soul union, soul mates with all of these different people. But your soul's truth is ultimately only yours. And it can only be discovered and revealed to you through you. And so that's what I'm seeing over here. You finally found some sort of balance here in your journey, your spiritual journey with the Sun card. All right, and that's what I'm seeing here. Now, I do want to say this about friends. This has to do with people in general when it comes to the journey, the soulmates you come across, the soul tribe, the sessions, the teachers, the ceremonies, all of it is like a culmination of events that I'm seeing. All right, Knight of Pentacles, in it for the long run. We do have the Hangman over here too. For the ancient souls, why do we have Three of Cups, the Fool card, and the Four of Swords? You're meeting new souls to work with. Yeah, we do have the Fool card and the Three of Pentacles here. Why the Fool card with the Three of Pentacles? Why the Fool card with the Three of Pentacles? Now this is a nice group over here, okay? I see you all creating a legacy. Ace of Wands over here. There's a balance of it all. Now, I do see that you've had to release soulmates. What comes to mind as well is like even when you're first, say, stepping on the journey or awakening. And as soon as I open my eyes, it's 144, right? And the soul tribe that you meet, like in that first year of awakening. Some will say some will go, right? And that's what I see over here. Friendships, Four of Swords. There's been a lot of release of people in your life, but it's actually only aligning the people that are meant to be on your journey. Ten of Pentacles. You're giving this Ten of Pentacles, whether that be energetically, maybe creating that Ten of Pentacles with you and these people, but it's in reciprocity, all right? Now, what is the advice for the collective when it comes to, yes, it's in reciprocity, Ace of Cups. Your cup overflows, but only because you give so much, collective. All right, you give so much and you receive so much, okay? Reciprocity with the Temperance card over here. And then we have the Community card, Four of Wands. Giving and receiving in exchange. People that are aligned with you. There's a balance where we cannot be in the cave meditating for the rest of our lives. We also can't just hold hands and run in a circle for the rest of our lives either. It's a balance of the two. We are all students and teachers. We will have time of solitude. We will have time of community. And there's a balance of all of it. Okay, and that's just what I'm seeing. Now let's get to the High Priestess card with I have something to tell you. Why do we have I have something to tell you here? Why do we have I have something to tell you? Someone may have been through some sort of rebirth and awakening, and you told them that it could happen or that it was going to happen. It feels like you told someone with the High Priestess card over here of like, hey, these two different things can happen. And it did happen. And someone's just like, hey, whatever you said, like that really came true. Why the High Priestess card over here for I have something to tell you? It's not, whatever it is in their life, I don't know if, negative, positive. You do have Justice card over here. We have making investments, Seven of Pentacles. This person is coming to tell you, collective, something you told someone came true. Okay, whether that be positive or negative, I don't know, but it did come true. And it feels like there's just an acknowledgement of like, oh, wow. The ancient souls, like they told me that was going to happen and then it really happened, And so they just have something to tell you here. But that's what I have for you. I do hope that it resonates in a positive way. I'm going to grab a few cards of advice. There's some cards of advice for this reading for the ancient souls. Love, hope, and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth and choose loving thoughts. I see such a balance here again of like it's kind of like the Lover's card in the Fool's journey, where it represents individuality with that balance of community. Okay, love and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. And as soon as I say that, I get a message from Soul Tribe and Community. Girl, I'm gonna call you right back. I'm gonna call you right back. And then it's a beautiful Pisces soul sister of ours. What else do we have for the ancient souls when it comes to closing out this reading? What do we have for the ancient souls? Past life healing, Hecate. For some of you, there's been past life healings, maybe regarding spirituality, regarding your connections with these people, etc. I will say that this year, being a year of 9, also last year, the past few years with the South Node in Libra, South Node represents past, Libra represents harmony, relationships, etc. And so in general, in the collective, there's kind of been like years of past life healing, which I do think ultimately it's to bring everyone together faster, if that makes sense. When it comes to New Earth Ascension, Hecate can also resonate with you. And then I'm going to grab one more card and I'm going to call back that community member, my soul sister. But just confirmation collective, where it's like that random call out of nowhere. There's such a balance, and it's beautiful when things are balanced in that way, all right? So whether that be that you've spent a lot of time in community or you spent a lot of time in solitude, it does feel like that's coming to a balance for you, and I see life being very beautiful. Okay, truth revealed over here. What else do we have for the collective? Final karmic lesson. It does feel like it had to do with people. You're getting a reward for your hard work. It's coming in the form of blessings in your life. I do also see recognition when it comes to perhaps your spiritual journey. Like there is someone that you said something and it happened. Yeah, a lot of shifts and changes in your relationships, but it's bringing everything to a balance. And I do see everyone that's in your life, whether that be now or in the future, being very soul aligned, You do have soul alignment here. Okay, and then we do have Anana, Ishtar, Anana. So Anana, Ishtar can resonate with you. We do also have Hecate, final karmic lesson. Okay, that's what I have for you. I do hope that it resonates. I'm sending you all so much love and so many blessings to your day.